So we got to start making a list. We got to start making a list of guests that we want to have on the Goose Chasing podcast.
For sure.
And for all the viewers out there who think they should be on it or know somebody that should be on it,
make your case.
plead your case. This is episode 25, and maybe, just maybe, episode 26 has a guest on it. We'll see.
Yeah.
Who feels lucky?
Who's going to be guest number one? Although we've had one, but
yeah, we had one. We had Parker on here.
Parker's been on here, yeah.
So it won't be our first guest, but it won't be our last either. But we've been getting messages and shit out the yin yang. I think Dad and Uncle Jay want to get on here bad too.
They do.
They want to say some shit because we get to say all the things.
We get to talk shit, and then they don't get to back it up or defend.
That's what Dad said. If we tell the Caitlyn story, he's got to be on here because he's got to be able to defend himself.
It's fair enough.
That is fair. That is fair. Neck shots with an arrow.
Fair enough.
You got to be able to defend yourself on that one.
Well, because you had a birthday yesterday.
Yeah, birthday boy. Getting older every day. Feels good too.
Right? I said you're in your prime.
Prime, baby. We're just starting the prime. I feel like I'm just taking off.
Yeah, I agree.
It doesn't matter that I got the little salt and pepper down below the belt. We're just taking off.
That means that's the sign of prime.
That is the sign of prime. That just means you're old enough to have the knowledge, but you're not too old yet where you're walking with a limp.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
And that's a good place to be. I feel good. I feel real good.
You're at an efficient point of life.
Yeah, I feel like I'm running on all cylinders. Like I just oiled up the old turbines and
the man's potent and prime.
like a bucking rut, baby. Send me out. Set me sailing.
He's gonna be pissing on all scrapes this year.
I'm coming back with the bacon, baby. They gonna cut me loose and I'm coming home with dinner. I guarantee you that.
Every time.
Every time, every day. Yeah, no, I mean, another one. Kind of crazy. Life creeps up. I mean, life just cruises. It's cruising. We got no control over this time, so we might as well make the most of it.
And the older you get, the faster it goes.
It is crazy. I feel like I just had a birthday last year. The last couple birthdays have just been kind of blurry. They just...
Yeah, you start to literally question how old you are. You're like, shit, am I this age? Or...
No, I did the same thing. I'm like, 30 what? 30 what? 30 fucking 6? 30 what?
I did this yesterday thinking about that, and then I was like, how fucking old am I? Took me a minute. And I still don't know if I figured it out yet.
Wait till October 11th.
Someone will tell me.
Check your birth certificate at that point. Yeah, it is crazy. I mean, and I think, I don't know, getting older, you just realize different things affect you in different ways. You don't worry. Well, maybe you worry more depending on who you are. Or for me, I feel like I worry a little bit less about things that I used to overemphasize as stressors back in the day. But, yeah, I mean, you another year kind of makes you realize put your time to work. Don't waste it.
Yes.
Don't waste it on things you don't like doing. Don't waste it on nobody you don't like hanging out with. Your crowd is your energy, I think.
It's definitely your energy.
And you just got
Pick a good one.
you got to
Surround
pick
yourself with the right people.
And if you feel like you're not doing that or not thriving, so to speak, then maybe it's time to
Make a change.
make a change in your life. And it's not too late, It's not. Like, I'm 36. I don't have it. Like, we don't have this shit figured out.
No.
We're still.
I mean,
I feel like we're still like just getting, like, we really are still just getting started. I genuinely feel like that.
Oh, I 100% agree.
I mean, from a business standpoint, I mean, me from a personal standpoint, like, I don't know when it like rolls over and clicks into like, oh yeah, now we got it. Now
Autopilot.
This is it. Now we can just
I don't know if there is one.
Set sail into shit in your pants and somebody else wiping your ass. I'll see you there.
If you asked Gary Vee, he'd be like backhanding you on the chest. He'd be like, dude, you're so fucking young.
You're so young. God, it pains me that you fucking feel this way. Fuck.
You're so young. You're so young.
Fuck. But you know what? He's right. Like,
yeah, he is.
He's not even 50 yet. Look at the dude. Look at how iconic that dude has become.
In the last 10 years.
When he was 32 years old, he was checking people out of his dad's liquor store still. 32. Like, I mean, that if anybody's questioning whether they can or should or want to, I mean, if you're questioning why you want to, you probably shouldn't do it regardless. But if you're questioning if you can or if you should, shit, just do it. Start it.
It's never too late.
Go. Doesn't matter what it is. Just go do it. Go. Do it.
It's not too late.
It's not too late and it's not too early. Like, I don't know. Social media and technology and shit allows so many, like, people to learn shit that they probably couldn't have learned before. People to take advantage of information and stuff that they didn't have at their fingertips. Like Elon Musk said, why do you go to college? Everything you need to learn is free at your fingertips. You just got to do a little bit of digging. Dig it up, baby.
Free at your fingertips.
Oh yeah, but I think more than anything, honestly, on this birthday, like, with all the people that reached out and just took time to, say happy birthday, give me a phone call, shoot me a text, message our tag and brag stuff, like, people that I don't even really know, honestly, to like send messages that are kind of heartfelt. It just, I don't know. For me, that's what life has become about, is surrounding yourself with good people and making an impact on as many people as you can, close and far. And no matter what you're doing, what you think or what you're passionate about, somebody else is passionate about, and if you just follow that, you can have an impact on people and they can have an impact on you. And that's pretty cool stuff.
God bless.
God bless. That's my sermon for the morning.
God bless.
Hey, God bless.
Tell the family I said hello. God bless.
Hey, don't worry about it. I'm going to bring you some prosciutto next week. We're cutting it right off the ham's ass. God bless.
God bless. I got some dried sausage for your father. Tell him God bless.
Oh, God, he loves your dried sausage.
Oh, God bless.
God bless. You put a little spices in there. It gets a little hot and get a little spicy in your tummy. Your tummy gets a little upset. You poop pants. Say God bless.
How you doing? I've been through the neighborhood. I'll stop by, say hello to your mother, your father. How you doing? God bless.
Oh, I love your. Tell your mother and father to say how you doing. God bless.
I got some freaking homemade, pasta, some homemade,
The raviolis. You got them raviolis. You got them raviolis. Bring them over with Parmesan cheese. Put a little sauce on top. God bless.
I've been hand rolling raviolis, and I got some homemade pastels for my wife. Yeah, she's got these good things, man. Ooh.
Oh God, the pizzelles. Your wife makes the best pizzelles. Bring them over with a little coffee, a little Sanka. God bless.
Oh, if you gnaw on one of them with some Sanka in the morning, God bless. You'll be having a good day.
Hey.
Oh, was at the feast this weekend.
Oh,
If any of you are in the Cleveland area,
the Italian Feast of Assumptions
are aware of the Feast of Assumption, it is a feast, but holy packed.
Holy Dagfest.
I mean, shoulder to shoulder. You're literally. It's funny. You're just bumping into people, and you got this whole plate of pasta and a meatball, and you're trying to figure out how to cut the meatball into the pasta with a plastic fork.
Oh, and that's no good. Then
And then
see
you just
Uncle Frank.
and then you see Uncle Frank, and then you got a big. I mean, that meatball's it's almost the size of a baseball.
Yeah,
So,
and he's got a white. Uncle Frank's got a white shirt on. He comes up. He wants to cheek you a little bit.
and I got a white shirt on. So then we our chests touch, and then the plates in between our chests, and then we both got friggin' pasta sauce on our shirt.
You got sauce on your chest, and it's like, hey, don't worry about it. How you doing? My wife's got some club soda in her purse. I'll wipe it up.
Oh, she's got a magic marker, one of them freaking Tide sticks.
Oh, there you go. That you can't come to the feast without a Tide stick. You know you're gonna get sauce on your cheek, sauce on your ass, sauce on your biscuit.
Oh, I never leave without two things: my freaking chapstick and a Tide stick.
Don't mix them up, otherwise your lips will turn white.
Oh, that's so funny.
The feast, man. If you live in Cleveland and you don't know about the feast, then you ain't hanging out with the right paisanos. I can tell you that much.
Oh, go down the strip, get yourself a plate of pasta, stromboli, maybe a little bit of a stuffed pepper, and then head over to Corbo's and get yourself a cannoli.
Mm-hmm. The best is the damn with the sausage they wrap in the pizza. Throw a little fucking pepper on there.
Presties, man, that line was out the yin yang to get that freaking sausage stuffed pizza.
Oh my gosh, why would you not be getting that?
Oh man,
it's amazing. You go down there, and your stomach changes into a different beast. You can take in however much you want.
Yeah,
as much as you're willing to consume, your body will accept it.
Yeah, I don't know. They got something they're misting into the air down there or something. It just expands all your glands.
Oh my gosh.
It makes you like a snake. Like everything just like you can take in anything.
On the way home, then you got sweat coming out of your earlobes a little bit. Your ears are dripping sweat. You got meat moistness going places that you forgot about.
You got to put 6 bottles of water next to your bed because you'll wake up and just can 4 of them.
Yeah, dump the other 2 right on your face. Just shower and
and just leave it.
But it's
shower it and leave it.
Worth it.
You get after you had dessert, you're like, oh shit, I forgot to get a bag of clams.
Oh,
and grab some clams after this cannoli. Some post cannoli clams.
And then you can't end on clams because you can't end on something salty. You got to end on something sweet. So after the cannoli to the clam combo, you got to go back to Corbo's and get a cassata cake.
Maybe some creme brulee.
And you got to toss that sucker down. You get a little espresso. Take a little shot of espresso. Now all of a sudden you're clubbing all night. You're in the
espresso. A little lady on the corner selling some freaking black market limoncello. You're like, yeah, I'll take a little dabble of that.
Yeah, what do you got in there, honey?
Let me hit it while it's hot, right from the bottle.
Yeah, come on, we all friends.
I don't need one. I don't need one of those Costco samplers. Give me the bottle.
Come on.
Some guy, there's these random parking garages, and there'll just be a guy making freaking chicken cutlets, like
in the garage,
not in the feast area. You're just like, where'd you come from? But let me try one of these. What do you got?
He's like, fuck Nitos. I got the fucking best cutlet in Cleveland, motherfucker. I'll fucking fry that thing right in this goddamn garage.
I'm like, cuz these are cold over here. But
Yeah, well,
you
I
got a
fucking
microwave I can nuke these things?
yeah, come into the back of my Eldorado. I got it plugged into the 12
I
volt.
just set them on a radiator for about 5 minutes.
Wrap that sandwich in foil and sit them on my engine compartment. It'll melt the cheese. You'll be great.
Oh, it ends. I might have to go back. There's 2 more days.
Oh yeah, they moved it, so they do it. Is it Fridays through Tuesday now?
Yeah.
That-
Well,
that's nice.
Saturday to Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That is
Gosh.
nice. You got to go. I mean, if you're, obviously you can go down and party and get all chested up with the wife beaters down there, but
That's not what I was there for.
if you want the food, you got to, you go during the day, you get down there, you can walk around a little bit, you got a little freedom. Hopefully there's a nice breeze. It doesn't smell like sausage, and you can kind of snoop around a little bit. Don't have to wait in line. You go shop to shop, restaurant to restaurant, and you're just meatball here, pasta here, little ravioli. Let me try your sauce.
I don't know how they prepare for the food. I honestly don't.
They got it dialed in, man. They got hundreds of years of experience passed down from generation.
It's insane. I mean,
It's like being in
they are making strombolis like friggin' Cinnabons. It's
the
just like
the ovens are just burning on all cylinders.
racked and stacked.
But yeah, I mean, think about it. They've been doing this for a long time.
Long time.
They wait for this is like Christmas for the paisanos down there. They're just licking their chops. They're like, yeah, we get to Christmas is the one other time a year, and then the feast, and it's just like he has risen.
Yes. You guys take card? Nah, cash only.
Nah, cash only. Figure it out. Don't figure it out. I don't care.
No, actually, they did start taking our card.
I mean, you got to. You got to adapt.
Yeah,
to
what
the
are we
times.
doing
It's
here?
23, and think about
That's
how
just
much
too much
easier it is.
cash.
Now you don't need anybody counting the cash. They used to have like somebody's daughter, 12, 14-year-old daughter just taking the cash and like
Throwing it in the safe in the back.
yeah, what do I do with it? Yeah, I can't count it all. And then, I mean, yeah, now you can just give them a square and tap the square and get the hell out of here. We upcharge you $4 for that tap. Ha ha ha, we got you, motherfucker.
Oh. What else did you do for the birthday weekend? You said you did some cryotherapy, or what the hell is it called?
Cryotherapy or some shit. It was it's cold. I mean, you pretty much get in a freezer. It was actually pretty sick. I mean, I'm all about the cold plunges and I take cold showers and shit like that.
Wim Hof.
It makes me feel good. But you go into this, I mean, it's literally like going into this big ass freezer, and it's all like this cold. It's negative 50 degrees, negative 50. And I'm in there in my skivvies. I got a pair of socks and like these little booties on. I got gloves on, and they make you cover like your ears and your nose. And
Are you in there with other people, or is it just a personal thing?
It's just a personal thing. It's one thing, but then you got a timer, and you can like they give you like kind of headphones like this you put over everything, and they're Bluetooth, so you can listen to music. But it's wild how quickly that challenges your mind, and it's so crazy. You
It's
go
got to
to
be instantly. You're like, oh god, this is
because instantly your mind tells you want to get out. Obviously,
yeah.
It's freezing. It's freezing, but you're fine.
Fine.
You're fine. You just have to control that feeling. And as you go on, like it hits a minute, and you're like, "Holy shit! It is fucking freezing in here."
How long are you in there for?
I went in. I did 3 minutes. She said the lady said 2 to 3 minutes is normal time. She's like, don't go over 5. You know, so when there's a cap, you know, like you're in there. It's one of those things. You're like, you can only do it for a certain time period, and then
You're out.
too much is danger, which is kind of fucked up to think about that you're
Yeah.
putting yourself in that position anyway. But
Your nips are freaking
dude,
black.
it is crazy how it challenges your mind, and you like your heart wants to start racing to get nervous because you're so cold, but your mind has to control that
Yeah.
because you have to, I mean, like survive essentially. It was a wild feeling, but I loved it. When you get out, you feel like your whole body starts to like warm back up again. Your joints, like my knees and my elbows, like almost felt like they were frozen to like not movable.
Yeah,
And
that's helping inflammation, everything.
oh my gosh, dude, and you just let it you just let the warmth come back in your body, and it just, I don't know, it's like from the inside out your body's warming and just like pushing all the cold like back out, and it's just such a good feeling when you're done. But yeah, when you're in there, it definitely it challenges the mind, which is cool too, because like in 3 minutes I felt like I reached like a little bit of a just like a little touch of like a different dimension of like
Te-
mental
Test.
strength, kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah. And I don't know. I like that. I like that shit. It was cool.
Pushing your body. Is it expensive to do this?
It was like $20.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, and that was like that was for our first time. I think now that we went, you can go for like $15 or something like that, and you can get a membership. That's I can't even remember what it is, but obviously,
Yeah, that's fair. It's big, probably expensive equipment, but you're only in there for 2-3 minutes. So
yeah.
I was wondering if it was like going to be a lot of money for that short amount of time, or
No, I mean it's
that's not bad.
no, it wasn't bad. It was for the first time doing it and just the experience too. Like it was fine, but yeah, it was cool. I I enjoyed it. Little burst of mental toughness and some energies. Holy shit!
Get yourself all chilled out. You're freaking John Dory went back in his whole freaking
Oh my
Groundhog's
gosh!
Day, saw his shadow, and he's back in there for about
Yeah, I'm
freaking 45 minutes.
still trying to find them today. I went yesterday at like this time.
Like, come on, bro, the sun's out.
Come on, yeah, come on, bro. I promise we're not going back in that cold. Promise, promise.
Oh, that is funny.
Yeah, but that was good. Had a couple nice dinners. Cousin Joey and JJ came down yesterday. We made some venison on the grill, some
Oh,
steak.
yeah.
It
Nice.
was good stuff. It was, you know, it wasn't too crazy. No Broadway hopping, none of that shit. I'm 36, you know, just wanted to shoot my bow and be ready for shit.
No Broadway. Leave them Broadway girls alone.
Leave them Broadway girls alone. Speaking of whaling, you guys were whaling this weekend, huh?
We went to Morgan Wallen this weekend. Yeah, it was a blast. And you know what was really funny about this is I thought it was hilarious is you get all these college kids and everything that look like him.
Oh, there's so many Wallens out there.
They got the little stashes and the patch hats and the little they
And
got
the
the friggin'
flock
wings
of
come
seagulls.
yeah,
Yeah.
they got the wings coming out the back and this dude comes out with his head shaved.
Oh, you were at the concert that he shaved his head.
It was the first time he shaved his head. Nobody knew that was happening.
That was coming. So
No.
you got all the you got all the Morgan Wallens in the crowd that are like instant boner kill.
So he's got a night 1 concert, night 2 concert. I bet you they all
They
shaved
all
their
shaved
heads
them
for night 2.
up.
Then
Shaved the
went back.
mustache. Shaved the mustache. Shaved the head. That is hilarious.
He looked good. I mean, he looks good. He's clean cut. But yeah, he comes out like it's funny. He actually comes out to Broadway Girls, like a recording of it. And, they show him like walking all the way through the tunnels and everything. And yeah, he had a hat on, but I'm like, this dude's got he shaved his head, like shaved it.
Yeah.
But
And by golly, he did. Did he say anything about it?
yeah, I think he sang a song, and then he was like, just so we get this out of the way, he's like, I was sick of my long hair. He's like, so I shaved it off. And that was like all he said. And everyone was kind of like,
Yeah. Anything that dude says.
most kids were probably like, fuck.
Mom,
Dude, you're really
Mom,
hurting
schedule me
my
a haircut tomorrow.
now what do I do? Yeah, mom, schedule me a haircut.
Dude, that dude started a fucking trend with the damn Goldilocks.
The Chetty wings, man. He freaking
Holy shit, man. Everybody and their brother thought they were Morgan rocking the wings and the stash. It's so funny because some people could rock it. Cuzzy, he rocks the shit out of it.
looks
He
great.
rocks the shit out of it. Like he was born to have a little stash and the nice curly locks. And that dude whips that shit around and he looks fucking awesome. If I looked like that, I would absolutely have a mullet and I would have a mustache.
Yeah, you can't get rid of it.
But
You gotta, I mean, if anything, you gotta just keep it until the trend comes back.
yeah,
Not
right.
saying the trend's gone. It's
Just
not.
keep and you rock it now that you like it's a lifestyle, just own it.
Just be it.
Yeah, be it. Fuck Morgan Wallen, just be it. But there are some people that were trying real hard to make that shit happen, and
it just wasn't.
It just wasn't their thing.
Like, dude, are you unemployed?
Yeah, dude. First of all, you need Miracle Grow for that mustache because it looks like a fucking cat whiskers are going on right now. Second of all, your wings, they're a little thin.
They're a little thin. Yeah, you can't
You need extensions or some like Rogaine or something.
Some people just don't have the salad for it.
No, and you can't force the salad. If you ain't serving salad, don't worry about it. Be a soup guy.
I mean, I can't even. Some of these new haircuts these days are like, it's like the freaking. I can't even describe it.
Well, the TikTok flow with its just the in the eye shit. I couldn't.
Oh my god, the things that just go. I don't even know how do you even make it do that? It's like it's freaking the jets are taking off.
The ramp is erect and
the launch ramp.
Yeah, put your skis on and let's go.
Travis Pastrana launch ramp is just freaking in every direction.
It is. It's kind of like all across the brim. It's like I'm having the brim of your hat, but it's like upside down, and it's just sending
it. Permanent bucket hat.
Yeah, anything coming off this flow is going right back up.
I freaking send one of those freaking Hot Wheels down my shit, and it's fucking launching.
And you ain't gonna see it again because that thing's going into orbit, baby. Holy shit!
It's so funny on TikTok. You see those dudes, and they're like, I don't even know what they do. They do like this duck face shit, and then they got like a song playing, but then someone else, like an older guy, will pop up, and he's got like bananas duct taped to his forehead that are all like going out, and he's doing the same thing. Dude, I cry laughing at that.
We gotta make one of those, dude.
Yeah. It's so funny.
Sure. So funny. That's hilarious.
But they embrace it. So God bless. They embrace. I mean, shit. When I was in,
dude,
these kids are. I know they're in college. But when I was like in elementary school, I had frosted tips.
Dude, you had frosted tips, and you talk about a ramp. Yours was fucking shellacked.
Right, but I didn't have like the bucket had it. Mine was just straight off the standard. Like the '90s vibe was
take them bangs and send them upstairs, baby.
Whoop, whoop.
We wish we had a picture.
But it was short. It was short hair, and then just a little whoop.
Yeah, you flatten the top.
What a weird haircut.
Them bangs were just like,
and let me bleach the top. Give me some bleach up here, so I look like a freaking skunk.
Yeah, give me that skunk cut, and then send.
And I was always worried about the shade of the bleach
of the skunk.
I was always like, man, this kid went freaking white up there.
But then
you had to have a little blonde to it.
Eminem, dude. When
Yeah,
he when
no,
when
he
he
really he set the trend.
Slim Shady came out strong and he set that trend, and everybody had to bleach their hair after that. I remember like baseball tournaments for the summer. If you didn't come back with your hair bleached, then you weren't at a cool enough tournament.
No,
Your
you weren't
tournament was bitch.
you weren't with it.
You were in the rec council or something. You weren't
This looks
playing that
like a
travel shit.
job for me, so everybody
Just
just
follow
follow
me.
me. So we need a little controversy
And
to
it
feel
feels so
so
empty without me.
me. Oh shit, man! Yeah,
What a
I had,
time.
I had the ramp
Gosh.
going. You know, it's
Dude, your ramp, you looked like the Statue of Liberty. That shit could fucking hurt
oh
somebody. Like
yeah, and the
the points on that ramp were so
I'll take your eye out.
dramatic. You could put a finger on that thing and you draw blood.
You
This
could
kid,
well,
fuck, getting ready for school in the morning, we had to wait for this kid because if any one of the little ramp fucking prongs in the front of his hair was out of whack, he was standing in front of the mirror
trying to get it right.
perfecting that thing. And
Sometimes
I'm
I
just,
would cut it off, dude. If it wasn't like a, if there was a piece that I just couldn't get right, I
you
would just
just get
freaking cut that thing right
eliminated.
off.
You are the weakest link.
I mean, that's insane.
Good fucking bye.
That is insane. And the
As an elementary school little boy,
dude, I was
it is insane how serious you took your hair.
I was man.
You couldn't. I mean, fuck.
I was strutting for the ladies, man. I was like, this thing has got to be right. It's got to be right every
And I
day.
mean, you think about it, like the product that went into that hair, the mold that formed, that had to be hard to
Get
like
out. It was,
wash out.
dude, I don't
There
even
was so much product, it was like cement.
the hairsprays and products they have now, I don't understand. I mean, it's they're not like they were 15, 20 years ago. They were
It's because
dude, they're
it's because
flowy. If it looks like
yeah,
natural hair right now.
but it all
When I was
bounces
doing
right
this,
back,
yeah, it bounces and just bang, 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 bang.
and
And
it
the
all just
friggin'
comes right back,
my
dude.
God, when I was doing this in friggin' elementary school, middle school, this was I mean, it was
You
like
didn't want anything to
decoupage,
move.
dude.
Yeah, you
Like
did not want anything to move.
it was hard as a rock. You would touch it and it would poke you.
You didn't want anything to move. It was like this has to be perfect from 7 in the morning when we go to school until 3:15 when we are let out. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Don't touch it. If you touch it, now I got to go to the bathroom, make sure everything's right.
I got to go bathroom, wet it up a little bit, get that thing right. If I got to fucking take a piece of Elmer's glue in there, glue stick in there to freaking stand it up again, I will. If I got to take a pair of Cuisinart, little scissors in there, I'm going to get in there and snip it around a little bit. We're going to look good coming back out of that bathroom, baby. That's all there is to it.
Got to go into my school supply kit, get a little of that rubber cement that we only
Yeah.
use once every freaking twice a year for a
Yeah.
project.
Oh, that is hilarious, but that is so true. That is so dang true. It was.
But I mean, yeah, going back to it, he put on a good show.
Oh, Morgan. Yeah.
Morgan.
I mean, as expected.
And it was cool to be back in the shoe.
Oh my God.
Been a minute since I've been back there. It was very nostalgic.
I can only imagine.
And it's just cool. I mean, that massive arena is sold out. You're outside, summer concert. There's a lot of noise and energy going on in there. And it's not like going to Rocket Mortgage or one of these, basketball venue arenas where you still got 20 to 30,000 people, but shit, down at the shoe, you got obviously they have one section is blocked off for the stage, but I don't know how many people are there, 60, 70,000, more than that.
Dude, there's got to be close to 100,000 there. That stadium fits like 108 or 110,000.
I don't know the final number, but there was a lot of people in there. It was loud.
And I'm sure he's playing for multiple nights.
Yeah, 2 nights.
Yeah, that dude's nuts.
A lot of people flowing through there. That's for show.
Dude's crazy, man. Did you guys see? Was Hardy and Ernest with him too?
Hardy was Saturday night. We saw Riley Green, who was I'm actually very glad we did because
Oh,
he was
he's
he
good.
was
Yeah.
really good. He
Damn, that
was
dude's got touring with fucking some G's.
yeah. Even we were down there early, so Riley Green. I mean, I knew a lot of it. Like he has got more songs than I even remembered he had.
Yeah.
When he obviously knew he was playing, I'm like, oh man, he's got a handful of songs that we like, and then he was playing more and more, and I'm like, oh my god, forgot he has this one. Got this one. He's got this one. So it was good. It was a good show, and he sounds very good. He's very good on acoustic. It was good.
Gotta love the acoustic.
I like when these artists. It's just my favorite parts of these shows, honestly, is when it's just them and their guitar
Yeah.
and that acoustic sounds so good. I love that because it's just like that. That's art. That's
Yeah.
art.
Right.
Like obviously the background music and them hammering on their electric guitars and drum. It's sweet. It's all awesome. But I enjoy if it's country music, I enjoy the acoustic guitar and that's it.
Yeah. I
Some of
agree.
my favorite stuff.
Especially in a massive venue like that when it's just like eradicating the whole.
Yeah, and everyone's singing and you just feel the energy and
Yeah, that's
he
good
did a
shit.
song like that, but he was just playing the piano. That was
Oh,
cool.
yeah, the piano. I wish I could. That's one thing I want to learn how to play.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna buy a keyboard.
Making my way downtown, walking around. I don't know why. Is that even a piano? I don't know why that just made me
Yeah,
think
for
of
sure it is.
that. Na-na-na-na-na-na, and I need you. Ma-na-na-na-na-na, and
And
I
I
miss
miss
you.
you.
Ma-na-na-na-na-na,
And
now
now I
I
want.
want
If I
to
could fall
fall
into.
into the sky or something.
Do you think time would pass me by? Don't let it. 'Cause you know I'd walk 1,000 miles if I could just
See you.
tonight. That was pretty fucking good.
That's great.
That was pretty good.
You're gonna get a keyboard. You're gonna be like freaking Ross Geller over there, sitting on the stairs playing your.
Dude, I just want to learn, like, I do want to learn how to play a musical instrument because I like music so much.
Yeah, I
And
know. I
I
do too.
feel like for what I do or what we do, like the keyboard, moving the old fingers around a little bit, I feel like that could be helpful.
Yeah,
Not only helpful, it could be therapeutic. It could be, yeah, I just feel like that'd be good.
keyboard is good because things like keyboard, guitar, they're
Lifetime.
well, yeah, they're lifetime, but they're house friendly. Like you guys got me a saxophone a few years ago, and I've got a couple notes down. I do, but dude, it's so hard to play it. It's so loud,
Yeah,
and you're blowing on it with everything you got. So
you gotta, yeah.
it's hard to like freaking
You
the
need a
dog goes
studio.
nuts. Yeah, it's so hard to. Like, yeah, it's if you're playing it, you're
Ju-
playing it. You're not playing that thing like let me just ease into this thing.
No, it's all or nothing. But man, the sax is a ceremonial
I gotta
instrument.
lock myself in the basement or something and keep learning it. But yeah, the keyboard would be a good one because you could almost just put your headphones on if they're
Yeah,
electronical.
that's what I was thinking. I don't. I just want something like relatively inexpensive to I could throw headphones on and I could just mess around with.
Yeah,
Half hour a day, whatever. Throw on a YouTube video and just start learning a little bit.
yeah, that'd be sweet. Especially
Fucking
like I
A.
said, a electronic one where you could change the sounds and you could
Change
really
the
make
tone.
any sound with a keyboard.
That's true. Yeah, it could be. All of a sudden, I'll
You're
whip out the
playing
auto tune and I'll be playing with Post Malone.
you're playing the guitar with the piano.
Think about that.
Think about what I just said to
Think
you.
about that. That shit's crazy.
He said what?
Yeah, it ain't all just hunting on this here show, ladies and
We
gentlemen.
got off on a tangent there, folks.
We sure did.
Crazy haircuts, cryotherapy, and instruments,
And meatballs,
and meatballs, and
sauce on your shirt. Give me that
pasta
Tide stick.
sauce, and friggin' cannolis.
And hitting it with the clams for dessert. Clams Casino, baby.
Follow up that friggin' cannoli with a clam bag.
So I talked to Kane this weekend. He was supposed to be helping out, setting up a couple spots, but
He didn't.
I think he bailed. McLovin, he bailed.
Come on, Kane, you're always bailing on us, bro.
Dude, I know he's busy. He's
busy.
going to college today, but I'm
Getting all hyped up.
gonna have to call Tractor Supply and cancel that order because they have it and it's ready. They sent me an email, so I'm gonna have to cancel that order and it's gonna be run and gun.
So I saw him on his story or something. He was out yesterday in the
Was
field.
he? Was he?
2 days? Yeah, yesterday.
I gotta check the story out.
Like he was.
Maybe I'm talking shit and he didn't.
He
He
looked
just
like
didn't
he
tell
was.
me.
I don't know. Who knows where he was, but he was. His truck was pretty much black.
Oh, I didn't see it. I don't see his story.
It was on. I think it was on Snapchat.
Oh, Snapchat with my name on it. Damn. Well, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Who knows if he was doing
I
what
feel
he was
like
supposed to be doing.
I feel like he would have hit me up if he was setting shit up because I told him to. But it's all good. It's all gravy. Get out there and get shit going.
Yeah.
A
A lot of beans out there this year, probably. So
yeah, he said
it might not take as long to suck the deer in.
No, but he did say like a lot of the other farmers have planted beans too, so that kind of poses its own
deer be spread out again.
challenges. Yeah, it's funny how all that works. Yeah, it's just funny.
It is crazy. That's a place where in New York and even Ohio, you don't like the deer aren't. It's not so much crop based. There's parts in Ohio that are like that, but where you're in the woods, it's not like the deer are where they're at. I mean, they move a little bit, but North Dakota, it's all crop based.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's corn here or beans over there, like the deer are moving a couple miles on a year-to-year basis on where they're summering just based off that.
Yeah, and I mean it's if they find a comfortable spot to be laying down, maybe they don't move as much, and if you can't really get in there, then I don't really know what to tell you. If they're living in thousands of acres of beans and the access is tough or whatever, there's no trees around and you're kind of SOL as far as unless you just go on a ground and pound, crawl and brawl mission.
But yeah, it's those. If that's the case, you really have like one chance because you can't get in and out of those areas without being seen. So, and the deer out there, they're used to seeing distant vehicles, but if you get close to them, they feel pressure.
They're out.
Yeah, and they're bumping somewhere else. They might not like boogie out of the county, but they're gonna just move over a little bit.
Yeah, and they know from the rifle seasons and stuff like that. They know how to move around there, and during the rifle seasons, more than half of their cover is gone because all the crops are gone. But
yeah,
when the crops are there, and especially the corn, they can dip in somewhere and snake out of your life pretty quick. So you got to be careful in the moves that you make. But also, you're there for a week. 8 days, 10 days, whatever. So you have to strategically just go do it. I mean, your East Coast hunt was a prime example of that.
Yep.
Hang a stand the day before, we let it sit. He showed up again, was there right at daylight, the next morning, and it was like,
Time to go in.
he's there. Let's go. Dude, the crazy part about that hunt is you're sitting on a, what, 3 acre little woodlot, maybe,
Probably 3 acres, just surrounded by hundreds of acres
of beans, and there's like distant cornfields and stuff like that. And there's some like, lower ground slough areas within the beans and stuff, but there's not really another like solid cover patch for a long time. A
Yeah,
long
it's
time.
it's so funny. We trying to learn that deer specifically, like within a week. We're like, there's a couple high points around that area. We even I think we even scouted them early morning or in the evening, never saw them,
Never
and
saw
we're
him.
like, where could this deer be coming from?
And he was, there's no doubt he was bedding in the same woodlot that you snuck into. Really walked, I mean, at least halfway around the outside of it, if not more.
To get into it.
And
Yeah, there's 100% I probably walked within 30 yards of that deer
bow range for sure, I think so.
going in. And the only reason why I got away with that is because it was a chucking like 30-mile-an-hour wind.
But at some point in that walk, he had to have got a whiff of you. He had to have.
Yeah, I mean,
And
it was
maybe it was
probably
just,
quick. It was probably quick if I just walked through it, but I don't know, he's bedded down in the grass or in all that thick stuff, and it's not a constant. It definitely wasn't a constant wind that he
yeah,
got me. So it might have just been for a sec. I don't even know. I don't think it would have been enough for him to get up and been like, I gotta get out of here. But who knows?
right.
That wind's blowing that hard. Who knows where it's taking your scent and
Yeah.
how it's moving. But I definitely, if it wasn't windy that day, I would have blown him out.
Well, that
I would have
was
jumped him, and I would have been like, holy shit, he was right
right.
there.
Yeah, he was right there. Yeah, if it was like a super calm day and you were trying to sneak in there, but that's a lesson to be learned for hunting out there. Like if you've got a deer that pegged and we didn't really suspect that he was bedding
No,
right
we
in
didn't.
that woodlot. I mean, but that was, he was,
It
I
was.
mean, and when you think about it, when you kind of step back and think about it, you're like, why wouldn't he be? Based
Yeah.
on the surrounding areas and where he was on camera right before daylight, like why wouldn't he be?
Yeah.
But definitely a learning lesson to say, okay, like if that situation arises again, even if it's not on that specific property, but you've got, a little chunk of cover or woods or something in a certain spot, and that deer is on there in daylight, in the morning, you've got to suspect that he's in there, and in turn, you've got to hunt it accordingly or properly as far as like it's got to be a windy day for you to get in there. Like it's got to be. If
Yeah.
it's small of an area and you're literally going in like mano e mano with him, like you've got to make sure that you can get in there undetected. You know,
Honestly, the wind in general in North Dakota and it's nice. Not I don't even know if it's most days, but a lot of days you get it during the day.
yeah,
But if you're checking cameras or going to hang a
anything, yeah,
stand, anything, like the wind is so important because it just the noise it makes on corn and even beans, but in the woods, like it just creates cover noise for you to be able to get in and out areas, because when it is quiet out there, it is silent. And if you're walking,
oh, you could hear
deer
it
can
for
hear you.
miles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can
Well,
hear
and
you.
even from the fact of like those deer don't cross humans nearly as much as the deer that we hunt around here, like New York, Ohio,
Yeah, so
Tennessee.
if you jump a deer out there, if you jump a deer while you're walking,
Yeah,
he's gonna
it's
run a mile
right.
at least.
And but also if you tip him off, like if you're going into a certain area with the wrong wind, like in this same scenario, you got a little 3 acre woodlot, you're going to check a camera, and the wind is somehow blowing into that woodlot while you're checking that camera, and you tip that deer off, like I mean, it's not hard for the deer to just go nocturnal up there
No.
because, once again, like I said, they don't cross paths with humans nearly as much as the deer around here. So it's like your preparation, your your preparation has to be next to perfect up there to make it happen, especially on like a bigger, more mature animal.
Yep. You got to be on your game.
They're not going to put up with much, but that was yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy hunt. And the craziest part was I was up to the south of you, I think, on that hill and watching over a sea of beans this whole night. Never saw that deer. Never saw him. Never
Which
saw
is
him.
how we knew he was in
I just wanted
my wood lot. But yeah, we were just trying to figure him out because we couldn't.
Yeah. So Dean was in the stand. I was way up on this high rise. I'm probably close to a mile away probably from you. And I'm just watching over these beans and some of this other corn and just to see like where's he coming out of? Is there a chance to like do a ground ambush or something on this deer if we do see where he's at and where he's coming from? But didn't need to.
They always surprise you.
Oh, always.
I mean, I could see how in the like fall winter time when the cover really gets condensed down that like, okay, they got to be in here, and you still think that in the summertime, but they'll be bedded in like the little tiny
shit.
finger of slough or something where you're like, why the hell was he right there? But they just have enough cover, and everything is so much higher than it looks when you're looking at it from a high rise.
Right.
You'll
Well,
like
you can walk up to it.
yeah, you can see you can see everything for a mile, and you're like, okay, if there's a deer out here, I would see him. And then all of a sudden you'll just be glassing and then one will stand up and you'll be like, oh
right.
shit, they were
Well,
laying in there.
A buck like that is tucking himself into an area, could be big or small, but that he knows nobody can see into, but more than likely, almost 360 degrees, he can see out and see what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
And so he's in there like hunkered down, just like probably laughing, like
nothing's coming in here.
Yeah.
Without me knowing.
I could see your ass from a mile away. I could see your ass from a mile away, and nothing's coming in here. But yeah, that shit was crazy.
Hot damn.
That shit was crazy.
Hot damn.
We'll be in pursuit here soon. Oh. Well, I've got I got to poop.
Date at the John.
Yeah. You want to keep going and I'll come back?
Whatever.
Or don't and don't, but I've got to make moves.
Whatever you think. I mean, we're at 53, so
yeah, we could cut her down. That was a good sesh.
Good rap sesh for sure. Yeah, I gotta probably get on the road anyway.
Okay. Well, God bless Goose Chasers. Once again, if you got anybody that you are interested in us having on the podcast or you think you're interesting enough as it is, plead your case.
Plead your case. We'll start having guests on here. It's going to get wild.
And hey, we're one day closer to bow season. That's a good thing.
God bless. Shoot your bow.
Goose Chasers, till next Wednesday.
Love y'all.
Peace.